The Exorcist. Just the name sends shivers down your spine. This 1973 film became a cultural phenomenon. It terrified audiences and redefined horror. The film's power comes from its story. It's a story about a young girl possessed by a demon. But the true horror lies in the film's inspiration. It's based on real events. The Exorcist draws its terror from the documented case of Roland Doe, a young boy who underwent an exorcism in 1949. The film's blend of fiction and reality makes it a masterpiece of horror. The Exorcist's impact is undeniable. It's a film that stays with you long after the credits roll. It forces us to confront our deepest fears. The fear of the unknown, the fear of possession, the fear of the darkness that resides within us all. The Exorcist introduces us to Regan McNeil, a seemingly ordinary 12-year-old girl. She lives with her mother, Chris, in Georgetown, Washington, D.C. Regan is bright and cheerful, but something sinister lurks beneath the surface. Regan's behavior begins to change. She experiences violent mood swings and exhibits disturbing behavior. Her transformation is subtle at first, but it quickly escalates into something terrifying. Regan's innocence is stripped away. She becomes a vessel for something evil. The demon inside Regan grows stronger. It takes complete control of her body and mind. Her once familiar voice transforms into a guttural rasp. Her appearance becomes grotesque and distorted. Regan's transformation is a stark reminder of the fragility of innocence. It shows how easily darkness can consume even the purest of souls. As Regan's condition worsens, her desperate mother seeks help. Doctors are baffled by her symptoms. They offer no solutions. Chris, desperate and terrified, turns to the one force she believes can help, the Catholic Church. Two priests enter the picture, Father Damien Karras and Father Lancaster Marin. Father Karras is a young Jesuit priest. He's struggling with his faith. He's haunted by his mother's recent death. Father Marin is an experienced exorcist. He's battled evil forces before. He recognizes the gravity of Regan's possession. The two priests confront the demonic entity possessing Regan. The exorcism is a harrowing battle of wills. The priests risk their lives and souls to save Regan. They are the last line of defense against the forces of darkness. The Exorcist is infamous for its graphic and disturbing imagery. The exorcism scenes are particularly unsettling. The demon's power manifests in terrifying ways. Objects move with violent force. Regan levitates and speaks in tongues. The air becomes thick with a palpable sense of dread. The demon taunts the priests with blasphemous language and obscene gestures. It preys on their deepest fears and vulnerabilities. The film's special effects, groundbreaking for their time, heightened the horror. The makeup and prosthetics used to transform Regan are both realistic and terrifying. The Exorcist doesn't shy away from showing the physical and psychological toll of demonic possession. It's a relentless assault on the senses. The Exorcist's terror is rooted in reality. The film is based on the 1949 case of Roland Doe, a pseudonym used to protect the identity of a 14-year-old boy from Maryland. Roland, like Regan, exhibited bizarre and disturbing behavior. He spoke in tongues, levitated, and displayed superhuman strength. Jesuit priests performed a series of exorcisms on Roland over several weeks. The priests documented the events in their diaries and reports. These documents describe scratching, biting, and objects flying across the room. They paint a chilling picture of the boy's torment. Roland's case fascinated and terrified the public. It became a media sensation. It's a stark reminder that the line between fiction and reality is often blurred. While The Exorcist draws inspiration from the Roland Doe case, it takes creative liberties. The film amplifies the horror elements for cinematic effect. The filmmakers created a more dramatic and visually terrifying experience. The characters of Regan, Chris, Father Karras, and Father Marin are fictionalized versions of individuals involved in Roland's case. Despite the fictional elements, The Exorcist captures the essence of the real-life exorcism. It conveys the raw terror of confronting an unknown and malevolent entity. It explores the psychological and spiritual turmoil of those involved in such an ordeal. The Exorcist's impact on the horror genre is undeniable. The film shattered box office records and terrified audiences worldwide. It set a new standard for supernatural horror. The Exorcist's influence can be seen in countless horror films that followed. It popularized the subgenre of demonic possession, The film's legacy extends beyond the screen. It sparked public fascination with exorcism and demonic possession. It ignited debates about the nature of good and evil, faith and skepticism. Beyond the screen, The Exorcist's influence on popular culture is undeniable. The film's reach extends far beyond the realm of horror cinema. It's become ingrained in popular culture. The iconic imagery, dialogue, and themes from The Exorcist have been referenced in music, television, and literature. The film's influence is evident in the work of numerous artists and entertainers. The cultural impact of The Exorcist speaks to its power to tap into our primal fears. It forces us to confront the darkness that lurks at the edges of our understanding. The Devil's Shadow: Real-Life Exorcisms and Belief. The Exorcist's enduring popularity reflects a fascination with the unexplained. The film's exploration of demonic possession resonates with those who believe in the existence of supernatural forces. Reports of real-life exorcisms continue to surface around the world. The Catholic Church has specific guidelines for conducting exorcisms. The rituals and beliefs surrounding exorcism vary across cultures and religions. The enduring question: why are we drawn to the darkness? The Exorcist's enduring appeal lies in its exploration of the unknown. The film taps into our primal fears of the darkness that lies beyond our understanding. We are drawn to stories about the supernatural because they allow us to confront our fears in a safe and controlled environment. The Exorcist reminds us that we are all vulnerable to the forces of darkness. It challenges us to confront our beliefs and question the boundaries of our reality. A timeless terror. The Exorcist's unfading power. The Exorcist remains a cinematic landmark. Its unflinching depiction of horror continues to shock and disturb audiences. The film's themes of faith, doubt, good versus evil, and the fragility of innocence resonate deeply. The legacy of The Exorcist is a testament to the power of horror. It's a reminder that some stories transcend time and continue to haunt us long after the credits roll.